Hi folks, Chef Ian here, and we're in the Cooks Collective Kitchen 101 series, and we're going to be doing a soup. And this one is, I think, pretty much a favourite for a lot of people, is the Chinese chicken and sweetcorn soup. I'm sure you've been to your local Chinese restaurant and had this and wondered how they make it. So I'm going to show you how to do it and how simple it is. Okay, so our ingredients that we're using is our this is our Asian chicken stock, and if you've seen my tutorial on how to make that, this is the whole secret behind the soup. Beautiful stock. We've got some sliced spring onion, egg, sweet soya sauce. Our corn is a combination of creamed corn and corn kernels. And for our seasoning is our Flavour spice. And I've got some chicken that when we did our stock, this was left over from the chicken, so I've just shredded all that up. That's going to go into our soup. So, pretty straightforward. Got our pot, and I'm just going to add our stock to this and bring it to the boil. So, we've got all that in. Again, that stock's got lots of flavour in it already, so we don't have to do too much to it. Our corn kernels. So with the corn, I'm just going to drain off the liquid and add that to our stock. Now, cream corn is going to help thicken the soup up naturally. So I'm just going to add that in. I'm going to add our sweet soya. So when we make stock, we just have our stock as basic. We don't add anything to when it's, as I said, in its first phase. So this is where we're going to now add some soya. So this is the sweet soya sauce. Add that to the pan, and final is our chicken. So this is just, as I said, all the chicken that's been taken off the carcass when we made the stock. So I'm just going to mix all that through together, and we're going to bring it to the boil and then let it cook for about 5 minutes or so, just so all these flavours can infuse together. So we'll let it do its thing, and I'll show you how we finish this off. This is so simple, this soup. Literally been knocked over in about 10 minutes. All right, so we'll come back once it's come to the boil and simmered for 5, and we'll finish off the soup then. All right, so our soup's been on the heat here, simmering away for about 5 or 6 minutes, and all I'm trying to do there is just, as I say, let all the flavours infuse there together. So we're just going to add our spring onions to this, and just turned off the heat because this is the next part here, and I'll just quickly go over it. So we've got an egg. I'm just going to crack it and then whisk it. So we've got all the yolk and the white mixed together. Now I'm just going to, while I'm stirring this soup, I'm just going to pour our egg in. And you'll see what it'll do is it'll just form ribbons through the soup. Now, that's why I've got it off the heat, because I don't want to scramble it. I just want these light ribbons of egg through the soup. And that's pretty well close to perfect to what I want. So the final thing I'll do here now is just going to have a taste. And I'll just see if it needs any seasoning. I think I can do with a little bit of salt and pepper. So we're using the Spice Lab salt and pepper mix here. So I'm just going to add in a teaspoon and we'll mix all that through. Then our soup's ready to serve. So it is important now that you have no more heat. So we'll serve now. We've got our bowls here. So I'm doing a large serve this one because this is really going to be lunch, or it could be dinner as a whole meal rather than just as an entree serve. So this is going to provide at least 2 large serves, if not more. And if you're doing smaller ones, you're going to get at least 6 to 8 portions. Okay. So there you have it, folks. There's our Underground Chef Chinese style chicken and sweet corn soup using our Asian chicken stock, our sweet corn, spiced up with our Spice Lab. If you don't have the time to make your own Asian chicken stock, next best thing I can suggest is from the pantry at Underground Chef, the Bone Roasters chicken stock. Use this and add half a teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice. That'll give your stock some flavour. Not as intense as what we've just made here, but it's going to be so much better than just plain old chicken stock. And again, using the bone roast is so much better for you than the store-bought chicken stocks that have all got all sorts of nasties in them. So that's it for Cook's Collective Kitchen 101 soup. Easy to make at home, especially now with the cooler weather. Beautiful, as I said, chicken and sweet corn soup. Very good for you, and it's going to warm you up, obviously, on a cold winter's day. But so simple to make, and you saw those steps there. You can knock this over in, as I said, under 10 minutes. So enjoy. Until I see you next time in the Cook's Collective. Bye.